Students, today we learn a topic from your supplementary reader. The name of the topic is The Cock and the Anthem, which is chapter number 4, written by O. Henry. It's a story about a boy, Soapy. Children's in life, when you want something, sometimes things turns to be different, and you can say that something happened ironically. When you want to achieve something at that moment, you didn't achieve that, and when you didn't want to get that thing at that time, all of a sudden you attain that thing. So let's come to the text and see what happened in this chapter. The Cock and the Anthem by O. Henry. The Cock and the Anthem is a story about Soapy who tries to do everything that is possible to get into prison. Let's see why he tries to do so and if he succeeds in his endeavor or not. So let's come to the text. On his bench in Madison Square, Soapy moved uneasily when wild geese honk high of nights, and when women without sealskin coats grow kind to their husbands. And when Soapy moves uneasily in his bench in the park, you may know that winter is near at hand, because all these are symbols that winter is about to come. Soapy's mind became cognizant of the fact that the time had come for him to provide against the coming rigor, and therefore he moved uneasily on his bench. You can see here in picture. On this cold winter night, when wild geese cries in the cold and women who do not have expensive coats hug their husbands for warmth, Soapy was uneasy in his bench that he was lying on, wondering how he would face the harsh winter without a home. You can see here that because Soapy was a homeless, so he was planning like that. The hibernatorial ambition of Soapy were not of the highest. Hibernatorial here means plans for a shelter. In them there were no consideration of Mediterranean cruise, of sportive southern skies, drifting in the Vesuvian Bay. Sportive here means sleep inducting and relaxing. Southern sky here means regions with warm sunlight. 3 months on the island was what his soul craved. Island here means Blackwell's Island that once housed a jail. So Soapy was planning to go at that place. 3 months of assured board and bed and congenital company. Congenital here means friendly. All Soapy wanted was to go to the prison for 3 months of winter, where he would get food and shelter and his kind of company. For years, the hospitable Blackwells had been his winter quarters. Just as his more fortunate fellow New Yorkers had brought their tickets to Palm Beach and Riviera each winter, so Soapy had made his humble arrangements for his annual hijara to the island. Hijara here means migration. And now the time was come. On the previous night, 3 Sabbath newspapers distributed beneath his coat, about his ankles and cover his lap, and had failed to repulse the cold as he slept on his bench. Sabbath means Sunday, because the newspaper on Sunday was a little bit heavier because it was a weekday, so it was mentioned here. Soapy tried to protect himself from harsh winter by covering his body with thick newspapers. So the island bloomed big and timely in Soapy's mind. Soapy, having decided to go to island at once, set about accomplishing his desire. There were many easy ways of doing this. The pleasantest was to dine luxuriously at some expensive restaurant, and then, after declaring insolvency, he handed over quietly and without uproar to a policeman. An accommodating magistrate would do the rest. Soapy left his bench and strolled out of the square and across the level sea of asphalt and halted at a glittering cafe. Soapy had confidence in himself from the lowest button of his vest upward. He was 7 and his coat was decent and his neat black ready tied 4 in hand had been 4 in hand here means kind of knot present had been presented to him by a lady missionary on Thanksgiving Day. Lady missionary here means a woman working for charity or a nun. If he could reach a table in the restaurant, unsuspected success would be his. The portion of him that would throw about the table would raise no doubt in the waiter's mind. A roasted mallard duck, thought Soapy, would be about the thing, with a bottle of Cabernet and then Camembert, a demi-tease and a cigar. $1 for the cigar would be enough, he thought. The total would not be so high that to call forth any supreme manifestation of revenge from the cafe management, and yet manifestation here means show, and yet the meat would leave him filled and happy for the journey to his winter refugee. Soapy thought that and make a plan. Here Soapy decided to eat well but not so expensive as to raise suspicion or cause the hotel management to take severe action, but just enough to get arrested as planned because he want to go to jail. But as Soapy set foot inside the restaurant door, the head waiter's eye fell upon his frayed trouser and decadent shoes. Frayed here means tattered, you can see here, and decadent here means old and torn. Strong and ready hands turned him about the conveyed him in silence and haste to the sidewalk. Conveyed here means transported. Soapy turned off Broadway. Broadway means is a famous Broadway is a famous place, famous street in the New York. It seemed that his route to the coveted island was not to be an Epicurean one. Coveted means wished for. So his first attempt, Epicurean means related to dine, fine food and drink. So his first attempt seems fail. Some other way of entertaining limbo must be thought of. Limbo here means a state of inactivity. At a corner of 6th Avenue, electric lights and cunningly displayed wares behind plate glass made a shop window conspicuous. Conspicuous means, cunningly means cleverly, and conspicuous means visible or noticeable. Soapy took a cobblestone and dashed it through the glass, and the glass was cracked at that time. People come running around the corner. The policeman in the lead. Soapy stood still with his hands and pocket and smiled at that sight of brass buttons. "Where is the man that done that?" inquired the officer excitedly. "Don't you figure out that I might have had something to do with it?" said Soapy, not without sarcasm but friendly, as one greets good fortune. The policeman's mind refused to accept Soapy even as a clue. Clue here means possibility. Men who smashed window do not remain to parley with the laws of minions. Parley means converse and minions means servants. They take to their heels. Take to their heels means run away. The policeman saw a man halfway down and block running to catch a car. With drawn club, he joined in the pursuit. Soapy, with disgust in his heart, loafed along his twice unsuccessful. Because now his second attempt was also unsuccessful. On the opposite side of the street was a restaurant of no great pretensions. It created a large appetite and modest pursuit. Its crockery and atmosphere were thick, its soup and napery thin. Into this place, Soapy took his accused shoes and telltale trousers without challenge. At a table he sat and consumed feed, beefsteak, flapjackets, donuts, and pie. And then to the waiter he betrayed the fact that the minutest coin and himself were strangers. Now get busy and call a cop, said Soapy, and don't keep a gentleman waiting. No, cop for yours, said the waiter, and a voice like a butter cake. And I like butter cake here means a smooth voice, and I like the cherry in Manhattan cocktail. Hey con. Con here means short form of a conman or trickster. Neatly upon his left ear on the calvous pavement, two waiters pitched Soapy. He arose, joint by joint, as a carpenter's rule opens, and beat the dust from his clothes. Arrested, seemed but a rosy dream. The island seemed very far away due to his third attempt has been unsuccessful. So he thinked it. A policeman who stood before a drugstore 2 doors away laughed and walked down on the street. 5 blocks Soapy travelled before his courage permitted him to woo capture again. This time, the opportunity presented what he fatuously terms to himself a cinch. Fatuously here means foolishly, and cinch here means an easy task. A young woman of a modest and pleasing guise means appearance, was standing before a show, window gazing and sprightly means lively, interest at its display of shaving mugs and inkstands. And 2 yards from the window, a large policeman of severe demeanor demeanor here means appearance, learned, and a water plug. A, a young woman of a and 2 yards from a window, a large policeman of severe demeanor leaned against the water plug. Demeanor here means, I told you, appearance. Soapy straightened and the lady missionary's ready-made tie, dragged his shrinking cuffs into the open set, his head at a killing cant, and cant means slope tilt, and sided toward the young women. With half an eye, Soapy saw the policeman was watching him fixedly. The young woman moves away a few steps and again bestowed her observed attention upon the shaving mugs. Soapy followed, boldly stepping to her side, raised his head and said, "Ah, there, Bedelia, don't you want to come and play in my yard?" The policeman was still looking them. The persecuted young women had but to beckon a finger, and Soapy would be practically enrolled for his insular heaven. Persecuted here means trouble. Beckon means to call attention. Insular means small town or limited. Heaven means safe place or shelter. Already he imagined he could feel the cozy warmth of the station house. The young woman faced him and stretching out a hand caught Soapy's coat sleeve. "Sure, Mike," she said joyfully. With the young woman playing the clinging ivy, Soapy walked past the policeman overcome with gloom. He seemed doomed to liberty. Doomed here means condemned, because now his fourth attempt was also being failed. Women in furs and men in great coats moved gaily in the wintry air.
A sudden fear seized Soapy that some dreadful enchantment means terrible spell, had rendered him immune to arrest. The thought brought a little of panic upon it, and when he came upon another policeman laughing grandly in front of a transparent theatre, he caught at the immediate straw of disorderly conduct. Straw means slim chance. Here, slim chance. On the sidewalk, Soapy began to yell drunken gibberish at the top of the harsh voice. He danced, hauled, raved. Another voice disturbed the welkin. Welkin means the sky or heaven. Here the word around him. The policeman twirled his club, turned his back to Soapy, and remarked to a citizen. This one of them yelled lands, celebrating the goose egg they give to the Hartford College. Yale name is a name of a college. Goose egg means here 01. Noisy but no harm. We have instructions to leave them be. Leave here is a pronunciation of leave by policeman. Disconsolate Soapy seized his unwilling rocket. Disconsolate here means very unhappy and unable to be confronted. Unwilling means useless. Would never a policeman lay hands on him? In this fancy, an island seems an unattainable Arcadia. Arcadia, an indirect reference made to a place in ancient Greece known for its idea of life in countryside, offering peace and simplicity. He buttoned his thin coat against the chilling wind. In a cigar store, he saw a well-dressed man lighting a cigar at a swinging light. His silk umbrella he had set by the door on entering. Soapy stepped inside, secured the umbrella, and snorted off with it slowly. The man at the cigar light followed hastily. "My umbrella," he said sternly. "Oh, is it?" sneered Soapy, adding insult to petit larceny. Petit larceny here means theft of a personal property. "Well, why don't you call a policeman?" I took it. "Your umbrella. Why don't you call a cop?" There stands one on the corner." He also indicated a policeman. The umbrella owner slowed his steps. Soapy did likewise, with a presentiment that luck would run against him. Presentiment here means intuition. The policeman looked at the two curiously. "Of course," said the umbrella man. "This is, well, you know how these mistakes occur. If it's your umbrella, I hope you will excuse me. I picked it up this morning in a restaurant. If you recognize it as yours, why, I hope you will." "Of course it's mine," says Soapy viciously. The ex-umbrella man retreated. The policeman hurried to assist a tall blonde in opera cloak across the street in front of a streetcar that was approaching 2 blocks away. Soapy walked eastward through the street damaged by impoundment. He hurled the umbrella wrathfully into an excavation. So his sixth attempt was also failed. Here wrathfully means angrily. He muttered against the men who wear helmets and carry clubs. Men who wears helmets and carry clubs means policemen. Because he wanted to fall into their clutches, they seemed to regard him as a king who could do no wrong. At length, Soapy reached on one of the avenue of the east, where the glitter and turmoil was but faint. He set his face down this toward Madison Square, for the homing instinct survives even when the home is a park bench. But on an unusual quiet corner, Soapy come to a standstill. Here was an old church, quaint and rambling and gabled. Though one violet stand window, a soft light glowed, where no doubt the organist loitered over the keys, making sure of his mastery on the coming Sabbath anthem. For there, drifting out of the Soapy's ear, sweet music that caught and held him transfixed again the convolution of the iron fence. The moon was above lustrous and stern, vehicles and pedestrians were few. Sparrows twittered sleepily in the eaves. For a little while, the scenes might have been a country churchyard. Eaves here means roof spaces. And the anthem means a prayer, a song, a prayer song that the organist played cemented Soapy to the iron fence, for he had known it well in the days when his life contained such things as mothers and roses and ambitions and friends and immaculated thought and collars. The conjunctions means coming together of two or more things of Soapy's respective state of mind, and the influence about the old church brought a sudden and wonderful brought a sudden and wonderful change in his soul. He viewed with swift horror the pit into which he had tumbled and dragged degraded days, unworthy desires, dead hopes, wrecked faculties, and base motives that made up his existence. Base motive means low thoughts. And also a moment his heart responded thrillingly to his novel mood. Novel means different or new. An instantaneous and strong impulse moved him to battle with a desperate fate. He would pull himself out of the mire. Mire means mess. He would make a man of himself again. He would conquer the evil that had taken possession of him. There was time he was comparatively young, yet he would resurrect here means rebuild his old eager ambitions and pursue them without faltering. Faltering means losing strength or momentum. Those solemn but sweet organ notes had set up a revolution in him. Tomorrow he would go into a roaring downtown district and fix work. A fur importer had once offered him a place as driver. Now he was thought to come for a work, doing a work. He would find him tomorrow and ask for a position. He would be somebody in the world. Now he decided, his mind became totally changed and decided to do something. Soapy felt a hand. He looked quickly around into a broad face of a policeman. "Where you doing here? What are you doing here?" asked the policeman. "Nothing," said Soapy. Then come along," said the policeman. 3 months of island," said the magistrate in the police court the next morning. Many a time we expect the moral of the story that many a time we expect something to happen, however the opposite happens. So it means that life is so ironical. Let's see the glossary. So you can see that it's tell you the lifelong moral that when life sometimes play irony with you, when you think something that doesn't happen with you, and when you are not thinking that this thing should happen with you, that thing happen at that time. Thank you. I hope that student that you have enjoyed this video a lot, and thank you. Have a nice day.